an engineer around it.
Have
Okay,
you
that's
read
the
the
whole
critical
point.
vulnerabilities list of Bitcoin Core? It's very long, and there's been a ton
Not
of them.
recent.
Do you know why they're called critical? Because they're really big screw ups.
Okay, irrespective, it doesn't matter. They're all probabilistically irrelevant
Do you know it takes 9 months
because
to on ramp a new Bitcoin developer because the code is spaghetti code? You
yeah,
can't
it
on
is.
ramp a
It's
new
super
dev. You
fucking
got to
spaghetti
You're
code.
send
muted,
your
Hold on,
dev
Richard.
to
mute it
Chain
You're
again.
Code
muted.
Labs
You're
and wait
muted
nine
on
months.
Zoom. Richard, you're muted on Zoom.
Oh, God damn it. Zoom. I don't know why this thing keeps muting. I guess my mouse is doing something. I'll move the mouse. So look, it takes 9 months to on-ramp a new Bitcoin dev because it's spaghetti code that's very easy to screw up, which is why it's been
And
screwed up so many times in the past. Satoshi wasn't actually a good software developer. Most people don't realize that there was a poker client built in to the original software code. But like the
all of
huge
that is
errors were
irrelevant.
made. And it could be
What
made better, but you
matters?
guys put your head in the stand and don't try.
No, because
You can't
trying
even
to
pay
make
your own
it better
devs.
and change it, trying to make it better and change it, literally defeats the fucking purpose of Bitcoin, which is this unchangeable thing. That's the whole fucking point. So it would rug pull the very promise that Bitcoin
So you don't like
represents.
Taproot then,
So
right? You don't like Taproot?
I actually think that Bitcoin shouldn't add a fucking single thing ever again. Like it should just continue to be what it is, and that's it. I mean, I think Taproot and all the other things that devs are discussing are fucking irrelevant. At the end of the day, what matters here, the innovation, is a money that doesn't change, like whose rules don't change.
Yeah, but the rules
That's
do
it.
change. You're just not paying
Well,
attention,
no,
man.
the rules have never changed. No,
Yes,
because
there was a
my
40%
Bitcoin
throughput
client, my
increase
node
when SegWit was
is
adopted. What are you talking about? The throughput went up 40% because the 1 megabyte block limit got weighting and it weighted up to 1.4 megabytes
fine.
so that
It's
there's more
still
throughput
backwards
now.
compatible. It's still backwards compatible. So for me, that's fine. My node is still backwards compatible all the way. So it doesn't matter.
Okay.
So what
Well,
what, what
I'm
you're
arguing for
discussing?
progress and you're arguing for not progress. I'm
No,
arguing for better
correct.
price charts and you're arguing for
No,
the price
I'm
chart that couldn't beat
arguing
my
for the only
Rolexes.
thing in the world that should be stable is the money. And that is what Bitcoin delivers. That is the problem that has been solved. The very fact that you are able, through your influence and through your supposed intellect and through your opinion, influence and change the actual money makes you Lord of the money, which is the fucking
What are you
problem we're
talking
trying
about?
to solve.
I can't
I
change
do not
hex.
trust.
I can't
Yes,
change
you
hex at
can.
all.
Yes,
How?
you can.
It's
Yes, you can.
literally
Because you're
immutable.
talking
You
about
can't
progress.
possibly change it.
Hold on, but you're just talking about progress.
No, the consensus
So
rules
how,
in hex are locked forever. They cannot be changed. The
so then
network
how do you
crap
make progress
around
then?
it, that allows throughput to be increased can be changed. The reason that we're more resistant to inflation bugs is because our consensus code is locked and isolated eternally forever.
No,
But
you do
yours
not
isn't, which is why you
scale.
get
You do
consensus
not.
bugs.
No, everything in nature and every system, every robust system scales in layers, and that's what Bitcoin does. It scales in fucking layers.
Do you know what else it does?
The reason
Do
we
you know what
have
else it does?
arteries,
It
veins, and
evolves.
capillaries,
It also evolves. Yeah.
it still evolves within that framework. Okay.
Yeah, but you know
Within the
Lightning's not
framework
Bitcoin,
of
right?
layers.
Do you understand that Lightning has different security model than Bitcoin and different
Of course it
security
does. Exactly.
guarantees
Exactly.
and different
And
risks
it
and a
is a
different dev
layer.
team?
Exactly. And
Yeah.
it is a layer that anchors into
Uh-huh.
Bitcoin. That's the
And you know
important
what
thing.
else you could run Lightning on? Any other consensus network you want because it's open
Fantastic.
source
But the
software.
only one
So if
that
you think it helps
matters
you,
is
it'll help the
Bitcoin.
Ethereum guys more.
No, not really.
Yeah,
Because the
yeah.
Ethereum guys keep changing
Let's test it.
the foundation upon which Lightning can be plugged into.
Let's
So the
test
whole
it.
point, what makes, let me
Who's the
finish.
premier Lightning wallet?
Let me
Strike.
finish.
What do they promote? Fiat with AML KYC. And you guys promote that crap. You promote Strike.
It's a necessary on-ramp. So here's the thing.
No, it's not.
Bitcoin is incompatible with the existing system. Bitcoin is fundamentally incompatible with the banking system, with the payment system, with the existing fiat system. And that incompatibility is the feature. Bitcoin is incompatible with the current world. Bitcoin is incompatible with modern banking. Bitcoin is incompatible with PayPal. Bitcoin is incompatible with the current financial and banking system. It is that way by design.
You understand Stripe just integrated Bitcoin. Stripe, the world's
It
most
doesn't
popular
matter.
processor.
No, listen. What you're missing.
What are
is
you
my
talking about
point.
incompatible?
Bitcoin.
You're just making stuff up. You're just saying stuff that's not true.
No,
Like,
no,
why
no.
are you
Let
lying
me
about
finish
Bitcoin?
first.
Bitcoin's good
Are
enough.
you
You
gonna
don't
let
have
me
to lie
finish?
about it.
Are you gonna let me finish? Okay. So what I'm saying about Bitcoin's incompatibility is that it doesn't function like the money that we currently have today. You know, when Stripe uses US dollars, US dollars are some fucking phantom ledger somewhere. In fact, it's not even a fucking ledger anywhere because it's just a bunch of internal ledgers by a bunch of banks. And we don't actually know how many US dollars there are. So it's this made up fucking monopoly funny money. Whereas Bitcoin doesn't function in that realm. It is completely incompatible with that. So what we have to do in order to cross the two,
No, but everything
we
you're saying
have
is
to
false.
build on-ramps. No. Bitcoin's entire
I
accounting
just
model is
described an
UTXOs.
on-ramp to you,
Tell
and then
me-
you just said it sucked. And then you just said it was incompatible when I just showed you a compatible
no.
thing. I'm just disproving everything you said.
The on-ramp is a bridge between two worlds that are incompatible. Bitcoin exists here and fiat exists here. They don't talk to each other. So in order for them to talk to each other, you need to build on-ramps. Can you not conceptualize this? Are you
So
having
if
trouble
Michael Saylor
conceptualizing
just
the
got a
metaphor
$200
on-ramp?
million loan from Legacy Finance to get leveraged up to buy Bitcoin, you
Correct.
don't see that as compatibility.
He used a bridge. Do you understand?
Yes,
that
bridges make things compatible. That's what they do. You're here,
so
you
that's
want to
what
go
I'm saying.
there, you
So that's what I'm
compat your
saying.
butt over there. Like
So let me finish my point then. So what I'm saying is that along the way, we're going to build bridges that are necessarily fucked up, that necessarily people can poke holes at, whether it's Strike, whether it's Bitfinex, whether it's Unchained Capital, whether it's BlockFi, it doesn't matter. Those bridges by definition have a flaw because they bridge two incompatible worlds. That's what I'm trying to
that's the
fucking
only
say.
reason the bridge
So-
exists. You're not going to disprove
Exactly.
bridges to me. You're not going to disprove finance. You're not going to disprove money. You just
Bridges
misunderstand
exist
these
for
things.
now. No. Bridges exist for now because it's necessary to move onto Bitcoin because there's no other way to move on.
No,
there. You
but
don't
you,
just one day.
you're always
have a
going to
fucking
have
US
bridges because you
dollar.
only have 1 million transactions a day of throughput, and you don't even have that.
No,
You
that is
actually have
incorrect.
7 to
No.
13 TPS if the transactions are
Who
very
gives a
small.
fuck? Who gives a
So you're
fuck? That's
limited
not
on your
what Bitcoin
ability to
is.
settle on your
Bitcoin's
second
not a
layers.
transaction network. Bitcoin's not a payments network. It
I-
doesn't matter.
I just disproved the thing you were going to say, but you're not paying attention. Your ability to settle layer 2 networks is gated by your layer 1 throughput. The reason that Ethereum is trying to change the way that it charges for gas to give an advantage to layer 2 networks is so that they can
never
have
gonna
more
work.
throughput on layer 2.
Never
It's
gonna
already
work.
working.
It's never going to
It's
work.
already
It's
working.
not
It's
gonna
already
work.
been working for a
Ethereum
year.
cannot scale. No, Ethereum cannot scale.
Ethereum has
No
increased the gas
network-
limit how many times? 10 times, and it's worked just fine,
it's
which is
still
why
not
they
gonna
get
work.
10 times the fees you guys get. You guys used to brag that Bitcoin was the thing that got all the use because people paid all the fees on it, and now you make less than a tenth of what the Ethereum miners make.
Thanks to NFTs and thanks
Well,
to every other fucking shitcoin that's
Yeah.
being launched. Okay,
No,
so,
I mean,
so you
well,
can't
thanks
use that
because
as
they
an
have a
argument.
ton of demand and not much
From-
supply. And I'm
From
helping
a new
solve that.
Ponzi every 6 months. From a new Ponzi every
No,
6
but
months.
you just
Like,
have a
of course
worse
you're gonna have
Ponzi is
demand
what
in
you don't
stupid world.
understand. There's no base demand for Bitcoin. It's a speculative investment. It's a risk-on investment. When the stock market
base
dies,
demand-
Bitcoin dies. When the stock market goes up, Bitcoin goes up. Bitcoin's dropped 85% 4 times. It dropped 65% in
keep
2
doing that.
weeks for COVID. Don't tell me it's the blue chip when you only outperformed
don't
Dogecoin
care
by
about
10%.
blue chip, dude.
And you didn't even actually
I don't care
outperform
about
it.
blue
Dogecoin
chip.
is still up
I don't
versus
care
Bitcoin.
about blue